Hello, Liz here with another craft. Today is Monday, Labor Day, September the 7th of 2020, in case you're watching this uh, during a replay. So I wanted to show you guys the new SHARE sign that I made using my new stencils from a maker studio. And they're just letters of the alphabet that I put on here. Put some material. I painted this and then put a little squiggly line there. So I'm showing this to you to let you know that if you like my projects and you know other people that might like them, please feel free to do this on your page so that they can see them and that Facebook could keep my videos out there. And this is called, in the crafting world, sprinkling the love. So if you would sprinkle or spread the love, I would appreciate it. So today we're going to be using a Maker Studio products. And I just want to get on my live so I can see your comments. Let me try this again. Okay, here we go. So I made these last night because I'd never done etching before. And I know you can't really see this very well, but these are those wee yogurt cups. They're glass. And I used the etching cream with the Trust in the Lord stencil. Hi, Kirsten. How are you? She sprinkled. Thank you very much, Kirsten. And then I also did this one here with the love stencil and the little heart. I know these are really hard to see, but maybe you could see it just a little bit. But that's what we're going to do today. So I have the etching cream here from a Maker Studio. I did put the links to the etching cream and the stencils in the description. And if you do purchase any items, I would appreciate you using my links. I am an affiliate with them and I do get a commission. However, it does not cost you any more than it normally would. So we're going to get started and I'm going to do these little yogurt cups first. So the first thing you want to do is make sure your yogurt cups are good and clean. And then I just take an alcohol pad and wipe down the outside of them. So for the 1 cup, we're going to use the Stencil Forgiven. So you just take your stencil off and I'm looking to see where the lines are where they put this together. And so I'm going to do it in between that. I didn't really do that with the ones I made yesterday, but I just think it probably looks a little bit better. Of course, you don't have to. It doesn't really make any difference. Okay, now you want to try to get it, I guess, as straight as possible. These cups are kind of angled. They're skinnier at the top than they are at the bottom. So just make sure it's pushed down up against the glass where your word is in the screen. Okay, so you're gonna just open. I don't think you have to shake it, but it's a really thick cream. And you want to put it on pretty thick too. So I'm just taking my brush, and this is a brush that came from a Maker Studio, but you could probably use just any paintbrush that you have. And then I'm just dabbing it on the letters of the stencil. And they say to do it pretty thick. My ones yesterday I didn't do as thick as this. So I'm wondering if that maybe is why it's as light as it is, but we'll find out when we look at these. So it's very, very easy. Like I said, I've never done etching before yesterday, and yeah, it is very simple. So there it is. I'm putting it on there pretty thickly. And then what we'll do is we'll set this aside, and it needs to sit for 5 minutes. So this is what we have right now. Just going to set that aside. I'm looking at the clock. It's 11:35. So at 11:40, we'll take that off. So this one here says, "Be the light," Matthew 5:14. So that's the one we're going to use on this other yogurt jar. Now, these stencils are not very sticky. I mean, they do adhere to your surface, but they're not overly sticky. Again, make sure you smooth it down. And I'm just trying to get it on there a little bit straighter. So here I have it. It's all smoothed down. So again, I'm just going to take my etching cream and do the same thing. And like I said, you put it on pretty thickly. Never done before. I will be trying soon for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy. I always liked the etchings on the glass, but I thought, geez, you know, that's probably difficult, but it really isn't. And they look so beautiful. I was just always afraid to do it. You know, we shouldn't be afraid to try new things, especially crafting. I don't know, why are we always afraid? Afraid of failing? I don't know. I mean, I'm like that too. So again, I'm just applying this generously. This is what I have so far. Just going to continue on. And you only have to let it sit for 5 minutes. Which I find amazing too. 5 minutes, that's pretty quick. So I'm basically just dabbing this on, and I'm going into the pot pretty frequently so that I get very good coverage. So this is what I have. We're going to set that aside, and we can take it off at, right now it's 38:43. So at 8:43 we can take it off. I know you probably saw me counting there on my fingers. Okay, now I have this piece here, and I just got it from probably the Goodwill store. I usually don't pay more than a couple dollars for what I buy. So I'm going to do all 4 sides of this. So I have the She is Strong, Proverbs 31:25. So I'm going to put that one on there. And again, I did clean my my glass thoroughly, and then I alcoholed the outside of it where I'm going to do my stenciling with an alcohol pad. You can just use alcohol on a cotton ball, just whatever you have. So again, I'm just dabbing this on. And I wanted you to see the whole process so you'll see what it looks like after we wash it off. So if you're coming onto my live, Please let me know you're there. Say hi. Tell us where you're watching from. Kirsten, where are you watching from? I think you're new to my lives. I don't recall seeing your name before. And if you like this, oh, she's from Thermopolis, Wyoming. Oh, wow. I'm in Texas. I'm in Killeen, Texas, right next to Fort Hood. My husband was in the Army, and when he retired, we just stayed in the area because we have bought a house, and I love it here. Okay, so I have this one side here done, and I see it's time for our first one. So I'm just going to peel off the stencil. Oh, let me get my water ready. Now it looks really good to start out with because some of the etching is still on there, but that's going to be washed off. So there, you see it, it says forgiven. And I'm going to put my stencil face down in the water, and then I'm just going to take a sponge and I'm going to go over my glass. Okay, and then I'm going to take my towel and I'm just going to wipe it down. And really, I mean, it is hard to see, but it's there. Can you see that? It says forgiven. Kristen says cool, thank you. If you like this, can you give me a heart? Oh, that looks really good. It looks really good. Forgiven. Okay, so 43, now it's time to take this one off. And then 2, you just clean your stencil with a sponge too. So I'm just going to take my sponge and I'm going over the etching part and just washing it off, wiping it off just with water and a sponge. And then I'm going to dry it here. And I didn't look to see what time I finished this one here, so I have to keep that in mind. So here we have this one, Be the Light. I know it's really, really hard to see, but isn't that pretty? You can make gifts out of these, or you could do wine glasses. Like if you're going to someone's house for dinner or something, like say for Thanksgiving, and you wanted to give them a gift, you could take some wine glasses. You could do this on the 2 glasses, pick something, you know, really pretty, or, you know, one of these verses or whatever, put it on there, and then present them with the wine glasses and a bottle of wine. Wouldn't that be nice? Are you able to chalk paint with the etching? The etching cream, what it does actually is, I think it cuts into the glass. So you can only use etching cream for etching. You can't, you can't use anything else. I mean, you can stencil on glass with chalk paste or chalk ink, but it's not going to mix them. Oh, interesting. I don't know. You know, this is my first time actually using the etching cream, so I don't know. That's an interesting question. I wonder if you could. Well, there's Alice just tuning in. We'll catch the replay. Well, Alice, we're going on and still etching. So if you want to watch, this is how the process is. So I just have my stencil here on my glass, and then I'm just going to put the etching cream on it thickly. So we've already done this side here. We did these two yogurt cups. And then we did this side, so it's on there thickly, and we're going to do this side here. So you just take the etching cream and you're just dabbing it on there. You want to get it pretty thickly. And like I said, I put the links to these stencils, which you want to make sure that your stencil is flat on your surface. This one has a few wrinkles in it, and I might have to hold it down while I'm doing this, but you want it as smooth as possible. And you want to be careful with this etching cream that you don't get it on off of the stencil, because if you do, it will cut into your glass where you don't want it to etch. And I was gonna do one on each side, but I think I'll wait and do the other two off camera, because I don't want to waste your time watching something over and over. So like I said, these were from a maker studio, and I just got my kit yesterday. First time using etching cream. I tried it last night just to make sure I could do it. Very simple. You won't believe how easy it is. So I'm just dabbing this on. No, the etching cream does not damage your stencils at all. Not at all. I mean, it's amazing, really, when you think about it. It just does the glass. It doesn't hurt the stencils. And these stencils and the etching cream both are from a maker studio. And if you do order something, please use my link, because I am an affiliate and I do get a little commission. Okay, so it's time to take this one here off. So you just peel it off like that, and you can see it, but you still have to wash this off. It still has etching cream on it. So, and I see where I got a little bit off there, so it's going to etch something that I really didn't want it to etch. But it's going to stay on there. There's nothing you can do about it. So you want to be careful. I thought I had been, but okay. So it's 48, so at 53, I'm going to take this other one off. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. You can maybe see it a little bit, but it says, "She is strong." Proverbs 31, 20, 26, I think. But there it is. Well, thank you and have a wonderful day. You just wash it off like paste. Very easy. Very easy. So you want to make sure that you get it on there thickly. And it's just a little jar of it. And I've done these 4 here and the 2 sides of this, and you can see I've hardly used any of it. So if you want to continue watching, we'll wait until 11:53 and take this off. And then when I get offline, I will do the other 2 sides of it. And I see I got some on my table, but my table's plastic, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and wash it off of my stencils, and then I'll show you what they look like cleaned up. So this one I used on the yogurt jar, and as you can see, This is perfectly fine. So it doesn't do anything at all to the stencils. And I'm just going to lay that face down. And again, I'm just taking a sponge and I'm just wiping it right off the stencil. It comes off very easily. More easily than chalk paste, and certainly more easily than the ink. So here we have this one here. So see, it doesn't do anything at all to the stencil. Okay, so we have a couple more minutes to wait. What's everybody up to? Alice, what are you going to do today? I see there's 6 people on, or 3 people, not sure. Hi, everybody. If you're not too shy, can you just say hi and let me know where you're watching from? I appreciate it. And if you like this video, please feel free to do this. I made myself a new sign out of my new stencils from a maker studio. And in the crafting world, we're calling this Sprinkling the Love. Oh, Kirsten's going to clean her house. I'm going to be painting the living room. So that's what I'm going to do when I get off of here. After I do these 2 sides and clean up, I am going, well, I'm going to eat lunch too. I'm going to eat lunch first, and then I'm going to paint part of the living room. I'm just doing it a little bit at a time. Oh, so Alice is going to hit the Dollar Trees. Well, I'm wishing you luck, Alice. You know, Dollar Trees vary, and the first one I went to, they didn't have any Christmas, and when I asked them when they were going to put their Christmas items out, they said probably not until the end of September. And then I went to the other Dollar Tree, and they already had some Christmas items out. So, you know, it just varies from Dollar Tree to Dollar Tree. So good luck, Alice. I hope you find some good stuff. Okay, so we have 1 more minute. 1 more minute. So anything anybody wants to talk about? Is first one nothing, 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Okay. Okay, well, it's 11:53, so it's been 5 minutes. I'm going to take this off, and it says let go and let God. So you see, when you first take it off, you can see it really well, but you still have that cream on there, and you don't want it to stay on there. You have to wipe it off. So again, I'm just taking the sponge, and I'm just going straight down and wiping that off, and then I'm just drying it. Now when it gets let go and let God. This one didn't do as well for some reason. I don't know. I might have, maybe I should have used smaller stencils or something. But it's, oh, yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it just didn't go down in the stencil part very, very well. So this part didn't turn out real well, and neither did this. So, but it doesn't look too bad. I would still use this. So then the sheet is strong. How long do you let the etching cream sit? 5 minutes. It only sits for 5 minutes. And then you can take it off and clean it off your stencil. Okay, well, that's all I wanted to show everybody today, and I will be back here tomorrow with another craft. But until then, keep crafting. I'll see you tomorrow at 11:30. Bye.